Welcome everybody.
Yes,
How you
welcome.
doing?
Happy Monday, everyone.
Yeah. How you doing today? We had two kind of nice decisions in Trump cases. One of them I just want to go over because I said some stuff in the past in other shows. Kerry, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
In the past, I spoke briefly about the valuation of Mar-a-Lago and what the judge said it would be. And what I did today was I actually did a little bit of research and I came up with something called U.S. News, which is basically coming from like a Spectrum News One, okay, for lack of a
Right.
better term.
Right. That's right.
And
Spectrum News One. Right.
right,
I have
and
Spectrum.
they're generally a liberal type of news station, okay,
Excuse
so that's kind of why I picked it.
me.
So the case basically started off with the idea that Trump overvalued his properties. And though there were, now keep in mind here, there's no victims, and every bank
Right.
that Trump dealt with wanted to deal with him again. In other words, they would have given him loans again. They would have given him mortgages or whatever he needed again because
Yeah. You
they
know
made
why?
money.
Because you made interest too for the
Right,
banks
exactly. They made money for him. He made money for them. Exactly. He paid them exactly what they were supposed to be paid. There's
and double
no,
and triple,
right.
whatever.
It's just like you'll hear people say, "Oh, well, Trump pays zero in taxes." No, no. Trump pays $300 million in taxes every year. Look it up. Okay. Okay. So what I wanted to do here was I said something in the past. I said there was no way the judge was estimating the value of Mar-a-Lago as $18 million. Okay.
Hold on. If you
Now
want to
I'm
call
telling
him,
you,
if you want to call him a judge.
yeah,
Yep.
I agree. I agree. But he was estimating the value to be about $18 million. Now,
That's
I,
a
I went
joke.
into like a right. I went into a little bit of the area and stuff and what 2 acres would cost you about $20 million, give or take, for 2 acres in this area.
And what
Anyway,
do you see? Right.
did I pull out at that point? Could you still hear me, or did I
I
did
can
I
hear
lose?
you. I can hear you.
Wait, I lost you, Kerry. Hold on. I don't have you in my headphones. I don't know why.
Can you
Anyway,
hear me
I'm just
now?
gonna keep going. Hang on, Kerry. Hang on. Something's going on with my headphones. I don't know what
Can you
happened.
hear me now?
Let me just do this again.
How we doing, folks?
Okay, there we go. I got you back now. My mistake. Anyway, so in the area,
Beautiful.
basically, yeah, it comes out to be like $20 million for like 2 acres. Okay, but that's not even a point. Okay, there's other things about it that first off, you got to take the term Mar-a-Lago and how many people know it. Let's start there. Okay, so I heard a really great analogy, and it really kind of puts it into perspective. You could go on Amazon and buy ruby red slippers. Okay, this was a great
Yes.
analogy.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You could
I
go
saw
on
that.
Amazon and buy ruby red slippers, and they're going to cost you $40. But if you want the ones that Dorothy wore in The Wizard of Oz, they're going to cost you 40 million. Okay, that's the difference. So first off, you got to remember that you're dealing with a brand name, which is Trump, which is
Excuse
a
me.
huge brand name. All right, that's
Right.
what got him presidency. Okay, so if that doesn't make sense to you, not much else will. So that right there adds a ton of value to the property. The second thing is it's one of the most beautiful pieces of property
Yes.
that exists in the United States. Okay, so I'm going to right now show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to show you in the article what realtors in that area that sell houses value it at. One of the realtors turned around and said, at 40 or $50 million, it would be a steal. It would be a
Yeah.
steal. So let
Right.
me pull that up real quick. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this.
That's right.
Okay, there it is.
Look at that, man. You
Okay,
kidding?
so now so take a look at how
That pool
palatial it
is
is.
more than
Okay,
18 million.
look at the view. Look at the view back there. Look at the tree line. Look at I mean
Look at the
it's
pool.
just unfucking believable. Okay, that's $18 million. Come on, how could
Yo,
you look at
brother,
that and even, dude? The
the
trees
pool
on there are more than $18 million.
the pool is worth more than 18 million.
The landscaping is more than $18 million. Okay, anyway, so here's what it says. It says Fort Lauderdale, Florida. How much is Donald Trump Mar-a-Lago worth? Okay, Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago worth. That's been a point of contention after a New York judge ruled that the former president exaggerated the Florida property's value when he said it was worth at least $420 million and perhaps 1.5 billion.
Exaggerated.
Now, listen, I'd actually say that's worth about $1 billion. I'm not kidding. 750 to $1 billion, I would say. 750 million to $1 billion.
Yeah, I was going to say 800. Right.
Siding with New York's Attorney General in a lawsuit accusing Trump of grossly overvaluing his assets, Judge Arthur Engoron found that Trump consistently exaggerated Mar-a-Lago's worth. He noted that one Trump estimate of the club's value was
now just look at this.
2,300 times the Palm Beach County tax appraiser's valuation, which ranged from 18 million to 37 million. Now, if I could get this, I could get this for $37 million, okay, I could literally sell each one, like each room, literally for $1 million a piece as a condo, and still make more money. There's like 29 bedrooms. I mean, please, come on. Okay, so anyway, so we got that. Now we're here. But Palm Beach real estate agents. Now here, listen, this is where it gets interesting. Palm Beach real estate agents. That's people who know the freaking business.
They live around there.
Specialize.
Right.
They specialize.
Right.
No, agents don't live there, Gary. They specialize in high-end.
They specialize, too. Right.
Right. They scoffed at the idea that the estate could be worth that little. And in the unlikely event Trump ever sold, Ludacris, Ludacris, and she's not talking about the singer, Ludacris, agent Lisa Pulitzer, said about the judge, citing the county's tax appraisal as a benchmark. Homes a tenth the size of Mar-a-Lago on tiny island lots sell for that in the town of Palm Beach, a wealthy island enclave, which is exactly what I said. To Kerry, my words in the past podcast we did, I said 2 acres will cost you $20 million. They're saying $18 million. I'm off by $2 million. Now, the entire real estate community felt it was a joke when they saw that figure, said Pulitzer, who works for the firm Brown, Harris, and Stevens. Yeah, that sounds like a fly-by-night. Anyway,
and they're big real estate. They're big.
Listen to this. That thing would get snapped up for hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, said Rob Thompson, owner of Waterfront Properties and a Mar-a-Lago member. Now we didn't even get to that yet. Wait, we didn't even get to that. To the what's the word I'm looking for? It means that like it's actual value from meaning. In other words, not just actual tangible, but esoteric value. Okay, so like what members would pay and stuff like that. Okay, so hold on. There is zero chance that it's going to sell for 40 million or 50 million. Okay. In the ongoing trial over the lawsuit, though, what a private buyer might pay for a place like Mar-a-Lago isn't the only factor in determining whether Trump is liable for fraud. I was wrong. It's not 129. It's 126 room, 62,500 square foot, mansion is Trump's primary home. It is also a club, a private beach resort, a historical artifact, a banquet hall with the ballroom that features gold leaf. In other words, 14-karat gold all over the walls.
Damn.
It is where Trump stored government documents. Federal process said that he can't illegally take them. He's the president. Okay, so now I want to get through all of this because this is while Trump has long admitted using truthful hyperbole. Now see how I'm screwing up. I could say the word and I just can't pull it out right now. In his business dealings, he is not exaggerating when he calls Mar-a-Lago unique. Built in 27 by an heiress, blah, blah. We don't even need to get that. I want to get to here we go. Okay, so negotiations continue in 1993, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
The agreement limits the club to 500 members. Listen to this. The initiation fee is $500,000. Okay, with annual dues of $20,000. So to get in there, you got to pay $500,000. They got 500 members. How much?
500,000.
Intrinsic. That's the word. I couldn't think of it. Intrinsic. It's intrinsic value. Okay, so that goes to $250 million.
How many members?
At 500 members at a $500,000 apiece comes to $250 million. Now take that same 500 and make it 20,000. You got another mill there. All right. So you're talking about $251 million
Yep. 250. I
year.
got it right.
per year.
I got it.
That's not adding value to the club.
Damn.
I mean, come on, please.
No.
So what is what is it worth?
You hit the
Okay,
nail
so
right on the
according to
head.
this- Yeah, okay, so here. Pulitzer said, this is that Lisa Pulitzer from Brown, Stevens, Harris, whatever, said the rock bottom price for Mar-a-Lago would be $300 million. Now, who's closer? Trump at 420 or the judge at 18? Let's stop and think about that a minute. We all know our numbers. We all know our numbers.
I'm gonna
What's
do that
up
guy.
bigger now?
I'm gonna do that guy Wade. Let's see. I'm gonna look up at the sky.
Well, now wait, Terry, it gets better. Now wait. Now the other guy, Thompson from Waterfront Properties, said at least 600 million. So Pulitzer is saying 300 million. This guy Thompson is saying 600 million.
600 million.
600
Wow.
million.
Wow.
If Uber billionaires got into a bidding war, they said the sale of $1 billion or more would be possible.
Right.
So now we're at almost $1 billion. Let's say 900 million compared to 18. Think about what we're saying here right now. The council gives Mar-a-Lago its current value for taxation of $37 million based on its annual net operating income as a club and not on its resale value as a home or construction recourse.
I guess the judge didn't go to math class.
It's just now Trump claims it's worth $1 billion, and
he's way off. That's way off.
Yeah, but the judge is saying 18 million.
That's just no.
All right, I got to get rid of this.
You must have been in high school for 7 years.
That's U.S. News and World Report. That's what that is. Anyway, which is
he's way off.
I didn't pull a fly-by-night, article out. This is U.S. News and World Report. This is
right.
pretty, this
pretty
is
accurate.
This is a solid, it's a solid, news source.
Right, it's pretty accurate.
Anyway, okay, so I just burnt myself out.
It's all facts, bro. Listen, it's all facts. Now figure it out. Now you saw all the photos. You saw the pictures of it. I mean, 18 million to 250 million, 300 million, 600 million.
$1 billion.
Oh.
They said if billionaires got into a bidding war, $1 billion would not be out of line.
No, look at that place, man.
Think about that. Anyway, okay, so we'll let that go. Do you have anything to say on that? Anything left? Well, anyway, what they did today was they lowered the fine from 454 million to 175.
Yes.
The reason that they had, do you know why they had to do that, right?
No.
Because of the Eighth Amendment.
What's your Eighth Amendment? Right. The excessive bail.
Excessive punishment. You can't have excessive punishment. That's
right.
It's unheard of. It's just it's
that's
against
the Eighth Amendment, right?
And by doing this, Letitia James actually faces a possible disbarment because of it. I'm not saying she's going to be disbarred. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying she could be.
She could be. She faces it.
Yes. She could be. Right.
Sure.
So that's why they had to. So they had to lighten it up a little bit on him. Then they also changed his. They're saying hush money. Now listen, let me tell you something. There's not a billionaire, millionaire, and I'm telling you, I've worked for millionaires and I've worked for billionaires. Okay. I know you wouldn't believe that looking at me, but that's the truth. I work for billionaires and millionaires.
That's right.
Life. And I'm telling you, there's not one, and this goes generally for male and female. I'm not saying that it's all male or all female.
Right.
But there's almost not one that I can think of that I didn't know was paying some chippy off or paying some, So listen, and it's not even just about that. They might not even have been doing it, okay? But it's easier to pay them off than it is to have all of this shit come out and have to explain it. Because here's what happens. When you get accused of something, it's on the front page, big, bold letters. And when they find out you didn't actually do it, it's on the last page and a little blurb in the back.
Right, the tiny corner, left-hand corner.
And so in reality, you like how I made that bird disappear? Was that cool or what? Anyway,
right.
So
No, it's
in
true.
reality, yeah, no. So in reality, it's easier to pay them than it is. Like somebody
Yeah.
asking 60K, let's say, for a
Listen,
blackmail thing or whatever you want to call it.
right.
It might be cheaper to pay them than pay $300 in lawyers' fees to have
Yes.
everything changed back. So
Listen,
hush money, what they say hush money is, if it was his personal money that went to Stormy Daniels,
right.
that's his business. I'm sorry, it happens every day.
That's
There was
right.
nothing nefarious in between it. So it
No,
just doesn't make sense that
and I'll tell
So
you how.
but
I'm sorry. I'll tell you how true you are. I know a lot of people where I worked in my own job and certain, areas around there had problems, and they paid.
yeah,
They paid. They did the
it's
hush
just
money. They paid people off.
it's
Okay, instead
easy,
of going to trial and the court,
right?
they paid the
It's
people
just
off.
so anyway,
Same thing.
yeah. So this whole thing with Stormy Daniels, unless they're trying to, I don't really know much about it because I didn't really delve into it. Again, I'm not a Trump like they call them cultists and stuff like that, and they call that's not it. To tell you the truth, if you came up with a better candidate, I'd be behind him. I really would.
Right.
But
That's all.
you are not going to tell me Joe Biden is a better candidate. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
No,
Um,
there's no way.
However, that being said, where was I? Oh, so I don't really know that much about that secondary case. I do know that his what was that sleazy lawyer's name? Not Avenatti, the other one, Trump's lawyer. I can't think of his name now. He went to jail. He talks like this. I can't think of his name
Oh,
now. He's a moron. He's a total
yeah.
moron. Anyway,
He's the blackmail
whatever his
guy.
name is. Yeah, he's the one who
I know
supposedly paid off Stormy
Marucci
for
or
Trump.
Rucci or
So
something. I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know. I can't think of his name, but I remember Avenatti only because he's doing 300 years in
Yeah.
jail.
Yep.
He's the guy that CNN, Brian Stelter was like, we're taking you serious as a presidential candidate because you give Trump a hard time, Meanwhile, the guy's stealing from quadriplegics. He stole $4 million from a quadriplegic. He stole 300,000 from Stormy Daniels, his client. And
Yep.
but he's honorable. He's better than Trump, who's been donating his money to
Yep.
wounded warriors. But whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, so getting back to the
Yep.
subject at hand.
That's right.
So I don't
I know
really
who
know
you're
much
talking about.
about right. I don't really know much about that particular case, but they moved the court date to April 15th now or something like that.
Yeah.
Again, I don't really follow the case, so I'm not really. I'm
No,
just
you're right.
saying.
It's the next one is April 15th, close to election time.
Yeah, yeah. But it's funny because, like Trump turned around and said, they had 3 years to do this. Funny time to do it, They could have done it
Right.
as soon as he walked out of office 3 years ago. They had 3 years to bring this case,
Right.
but no, we brought right before the election.
Yeah,
This
just
is all
common sense. You have to just
this
think,
is
people. Common sense.
campaigning. That's all it is. They just want to keep him from campaigning because
Right.
they know he's going to win. It's just that simple.
Right. So we're trying. Right. So we just want you to go out there in November, and we know, who to vote for. We have no choice,
Yep.
people. Seriously.
All right. So what's the next subject?
Yeah,
What
really.
do you got?
I mean, did you see the invasion at the border by our National
Oh,
Guard?
when they pulled down the fence.
Yeah, and they charged the National
Yeah.
Guard. So this is what you got to vote for, right? Or safety.
Well, it's actually so much worse than that. I'll tell you why. You noticed that. You know what I noticed? There was a girl there
Yes.
with a jacket on. The jacket was worth $400, $500, brand new.
Oh, I saw her. I know.
She had a brand new iPhone. This is not, this is not people who are, are afraid or like are being persecuted and this and that.
Right.
I'm sorry, and the other thing is we're getting a lot of other cultures besides Mexico. Like it used to be just Mexico. Now we're getting everybody, a lot of Chinese, a lot of this, a lot. And don't get me wrong, you're all
Now we
welcome. I swear. Listen, if you come here, you fill out the paperwork, you take the citizens test, I'll throw you a fucking party. I'll throw you a welcome to America party. I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious.
This
Right,
test,
there you
buddy.
go. He's a citizen and he's got the citizen test. Okay? So you come here, you take the test, you pass the test, you do it the right way. I'll throw you a fucking party, man.
Yeah, that's all.
I swear, I'll welcome you to any benefits you deserve.
You
But if
obey
you
our
come
laws.
you see that guy that talks about his kid. He's like, I had a kid here, so now I'm here, and they got to pay me, and I'm getting money because my kid come here, I have kids. Then another guy saying that he wants to take over people's houses.
Yeah, yeah,
That he wants that to be the business because he heard squatters have rights here.
yeah.
Yeah. It's too much. Listen,
Right.
I listen.
No, they caught a guy at the. They caught one guy that said he has a bomb. He's gonna blow it.
Yeah, yeah. But it's
He
not
said
even
it.
true. You know what? They keep talking about we've got to keep letting people in. And at what point? Yep. Okay, so wait. Let me do it this way. Okay, let me say it this way. At what point is there so many people here that there's no more room to stand?
Seriously.
Because the land ain't getting bigger. The land ain't getting bigger. We ain't making more land. We only have so much of it.
So yeah, really? Point, what do they think?
No, I know it sounds crazy, but you got to realize that New York alone has absorbed 160,000 migrants. New York, we are not that big that we can absorb 160,000 migrants in this short amount of time.
No, they're all on the streets anyway out there. Right? You see them over in Jackson Heights, all over Queens, man, almost. See them?
Yeah, they destroyed the area.
And that's another thing, people in New York. That's AOC's district. Look it up. Go see the video. Right. Go see the video.
She's turning around to Bobolinsky, the guy who's Hunter.
Yeah, I know. She's not too smart.
And she goes, name the crimes. Name the crimes. And he goes, well, there's the RICO Act. She goes, that's not a crime. That's a category. No. That's a category of crimes, you moron. It's a racketeering crime. That's what
well,
it doesn't stand for Ricky Ricardo. It stands for RICO, racketeering.
Right.
Oh my God, she's so stupid, man. She should be making drinks, not freaking have the gavel in her hand. I cannot. I mean, she's just wow. And like I got to tell you what really pisses me off.
It's RICO is a criminal statute.
Right. Exactly. It's a category of crimes. That's what it is. It's a crime.
Now, how does that lady get into Senate when she don't even know the law?
There's a story behind that. Now, again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, okay? So I'm going to tell you right now. But there is a story behind her, okay?
I got the book right here, RICO. I saw her.
Oh, right. Okay, but wait, I'm talking about AOC right now. You just asked how she gets into this thing.
Yeah,
and the story goes like this. Listen, I'm going to stress this right now. I don't know if this is true, okay? I don't know if this is true. This was something I was told a really long time ago, and I'm not so sure it's not true, okay? But I'm not.
Right.
I can't tell you it is. I can't tell you it isn't, okay?
We're not sure.
But this was a story told to me by somebody who was pretty damn smart and pretty knowledgeable. And somebody told me that she was a bartender, and she was trying to get into like acting and stuff. And there was a part for like a senator or something like that. And she went and tried out for it. And and when she tried out for it, they said, no, I'm dead serious.
I believe it.
There was somebody there who happened to be involved with politics or something at that point, and told her to run for it, and like kind of led her into becoming a candidate, a valuable candidate.
What was he thinking?
Changed the name a couple times. Well, she changed the name a couple times. It wasn't always. What's her name? What's her Ocasio-Cortez? What's her first name? What's her first name? Alexandria. Right. It wasn't like back then. This was because she was rich. She's never been like. She makes it sound like she comes from the Bronx. She comes from this. She comes from that. She was rich. Okay, she had money. Right. And her name back then was Alex Cortez. That was her name, Alex Cortez. And then she got a little, she got older and whatnot. And then she went to there's another name, like a cutesy type name. I can't think of what it is. And then when she went for this, supposedly when she went for this audition, this person told her you're Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And what that did, what that did was it accentuated, because you look at her, and truthfully, aside from her physical attributes, there's nothing really Latin about her. There really isn't. She's as Anglo-Saxon as me and you, okay? But,
yeah.
No, really. But her area that she represents is very Latin. So they wanted her to pull out the Latin strings. And if you listen to the way it sounds, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, it's got that like Latin bite to it, where if you say Alex Cortez, it just sounds like, you know what I mean? Alexandria Cortez.
That's her district, the Latin area.
Right. So that's how she kind of got elected, because she's, she ran on the idea that she's Latin and she was going to help the Latin community somehow.
I guess she passed education down the line, because we got law books. I got them right here.
She does. I think she does have a degree. I don't know exactly what it's for, but I think she does. But
what college?
But I got to be honest with you, Gary. Yeah, well, that's what I was just going to say. The degrees today in college aren't the same degrees from, the
70s and 80s.
Let's put it that way. Yeah, exactly. Back then you were taught to think. Today you're told what to think, and it's different.
Yeah. Well, listen.
You don't really.
I watch Frasier, right? And he's back in the 80s, and he goes, "I went to Harvard." They talk about Harvard, and everybody pretty much on a radio show had Harvard or Yale.
Right. Right. Well, look at Berkeley. Look at Berkeley. Berkeley was known for freedom of speech, for everything for freedom of expression on every level. It was like the main, I guess, free speech area that you could get. It was like the biggest one. And today, you're not allowed to say words there. I mean, can you imagine a college telling you can't say words? I mean, and like, I want to go a different route now, okay? Because you don't mind if I change the subject a little bit, do you?
No, I just thought it was funny, man.
I want to talk about The View, and I want to talk about Whoopi Goldberg. Okay? So, Whoopi, are you crying? First off, Whoopi Goldberg's like, I don't know, I'm laughing and crying.
Did you see that?
Trump, he's going to lose his back.
They don't know.
Give you a tissue.
Yeah, they don't know the 8th Amendment either.
Well, anyway, I wonder if she's crying today. First off, she turned around, she goes, Donald Trump isn't as rich as we thought. He's actually poor. Listen, let me tell you something. There ain't a poor person on the face. No, wait. There ain't a poor person on the face of the earth worried about coming up with $450 million. Okay, believe that. Only a rich person could be worried about coming up with $450 million. Only a rich person. Think like that, number one. Number two, the richest man in the world does not have $450 million in $450 million in cash sitting somewhere. If you did that, you'd be the biggest moron on the face of the earth. You know why? All of that money could be making interest.
Right.
And interest on all of that money would be intense. Okay.
Right.
That's two. And if you check with Mark Cuban put out a tweet, I believe it was, explaining that a man's net worth and a man's liquidity aspect are two entirely different things.
Right. Two different things. Right.
Yeah. So before you start getting all happy, Whoopi, okay, which the sickest thing about that show is you got Joy, Sonny, and Whoopi, and not one of them is fucking happy. Anyway, on that show. No, really, they're like they're just hags, man. They're hags.
Where's that face? Where's that face? Skank face?
Resting bitch face. No, resting bitch face. Resting bitch face. RBF. Resting bitch face. A lot of people have that. Resting.
She was freaking.
Well, anyway, Sonny Holmes, right?
They didn't know the law either.
Right? No, wait. You got Sonny Holston, okay, who's a lawyer on The View. You would think she would be like all, into uplifting women, right? You got Nikki Haley running against Donald Trump. And instead of her trying to uplift, she hates Trump. She hates him. Instead of trying to uplift Nikki Haley, she's going, well, she's changed her name to try to be more white. Now, wait. Now, that, you have to understand something. On Nikki Haley's birthday, on birth certificate, it says Nikki, Nikki. I've seen it. Haley. That's what it says. That's her actual name. She's Indian. She's got Indian in her.
Oh, she
So
Pocahontas like Elizabeth Warren?
wait. So Sonny Holston is accusing Nikki Haley. Remember this. Whatever they accuse you of, they're doing. Remember that. So Sonny Holston, who's accusing Nikki Haley of changing her name to be more white. You know what her real name is? Ascension. And you know why she had to change it? Because white people like me can't say Ascension. I can't say that, Gary. You hear this? Ascension. I can't say
Ascension?
that.
Me neither.
You can't say it either. Oh my God. Oh my
Ascension?
God. You can't say it either. Let's try it together.
No.
You're on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ascension.
Ascension.
Hey, hey. I'm going to play that on the drums tomorrow. I'm going to play it on my drums tomorrow.
Should I sing her songs? Should I sing her a song? Should I pull my guitar out and sing her a song? I'll do the Ascension song. I mean,
I'll come up with a beat tomorrow.
So she changes her name to Sunny, right? From Ascension, right? Ascension, right? She changes her name to Sunny. Nikki Haley doesn't change her name and gets accused of doing it.
Yeah.
Joy Behar, right? So Donald Trump went on there on The View, and he turns around to Joy Behar and he goes, "You were in blackface." She goes, "No, I wasn't." Yes, she was. I'll show you a picture of it. She's in blackface with like a curly afro on. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And if you
yes.
and Whoopi Goldberg, but Whoopi Goldberg forgets when she was dating Ted Danson and had him in blackface.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
Yes. Ted Danson was in blackface like a minstrel. Remember, he was the minstrel guy.
Yep. That's right.
Anyway,
that's right.
It's everything they accuse, they're doing. If they say you're doing it, you best believe they are.
Listen, they're all hypocrites, man. That's all. They're all hypocrites.
All right, buddy.
But you're right.
We hit the half-hour mark. You want to take a break and we'll do another one? We'll try to do another one tomorrow. I don't want to hit it with too so they seem to like the half hours. 15 minutes seems to be too short, and the hours are too long for the people who watch our show.
That sounds good to me, brother.
Hand.
I'm free tomorrow too, till when I come back from the court.
Maybe we'll do another one. Maybe we'll do another one around 5:30 or 6. If I have some time, I'll text you.
Oh yeah, listen, we can do one tonight. I'm free, bro.
Yeah, I'll text you. Let me get some of my shit done, and we'll take.
But you're right. All right, cool, brother, cool. All right, people, listen, be safe.
Right, but you know the drill. You got some extra cash. Wounded Warriors, Shriners,
St. Jude,
any way you could think of.
Tunnel for Towers.
But just please make sure that it's not a ripoff. That's all I ask.
Right.
I want you guys to donate, but I don't want you to get ripped off.
Right.
Only do it with money that you can afford, please. Okay. Don't overextend yourself on any level, but they need help. Even if you just do it on the receipt. Look, check out some of your receipts. It says, would you like to donate $3, $2 to $5, whatever, to St. Jude or Shriners one? Throw the $2 in. You know what I mean? It's not going to kill you. It's your dollar might be the $1 it needed to get over that cure.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's
you never know.
And this is
going to
Holy
be
Week.
somebody's dollar.
Right. And we got Holy Week. This Easter's coming up, Holy Week, so it's good to give from the heart.
Listen, somebody's dollar is going to push the cure, right? Somebody's going to put that one more dollar in, where the guy's going to go, okay, we can afford one more drop of doxycycline, and they're going to get that doxycycline, and they're going to get that one extra drop and put it in, and they got it because of that one extra dollar. That one extra dollar could be yours.
Right. And it makes you feel good too, people.
Anyway,
make you
guys,
feel good.
have a great day. I really, I hope you
enjoy
the show and have a great one.
We have plenty more. We have plenty more.
All right. Later, guys. Say good night, Kerry.
Good night, Kerry. Have a good night, folks.